What's good, y'all? Welcome to Pretty Realist Podcast. It's the FemC, that's me, Shannon Nicole. Now let's get into this video. Ooh, child. Now listen, this P Diddy situation is off the chain.
Also tonight, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs accused of sex trafficking and sexual assault in a lawsuit filed in federal court here in New York. Chloe Malas is here. Chloe, what more do we know about this?
Lester, the lawsuit filed by Cassandra Ventura, known by her stage name Cassie, met Combs when she was 19 years old. She was later signed to Combs' record label, and the pair had been romantically involved. Ventura alleges that Combs not only raped her, but over the course of a decade, physically abused her, as well as, quote, lured her into a drug-fueled lifestyle. Ventura says that after years in silence and darkness, she's finally ready to tell her story.
And I had to give my 2 cents on it because I myself was an avid Bad Boy fan when I was coming up. I wanted to be on this roster so bad because I just loved their sound. I loved their videos. I loved seeing Diddy dancing in the background. I loved everything about Bad Boy. But as I grew and I progressed in life, and I got more into my artistry, I started noticing that there was a slight darkness about the industry that I was not well aware of. I remember when Pac and Biggie died. That hit me hard, y'all. Hip hop has had a lot of beefs, but that was the biggest one. That's probably the most famous beef ever because 2 of the biggest stars in hip hop were murdered. You're not knowing who's pulling the strings behind this because we all pointed our fingers here, there, and they did this for decades. It's been like 20 plus years. But a lot of us start hearing things about Diddy in these streets. We really did. We been knew that Diddy was different. See, he was Puff Daddy back then. We was cool with Puff. Diddy is a whole nother monster. Check it out.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is all gone. Just him. I guess Al disappointed you. You know, I speak for a reason. When you see this bullshit ass motherfucking game fucking with people that you love, that you like, you know, it's too many coincidences.
Too many.
Fuck you, honeycomb.
Oh. Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog too. And congratulations, young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did.
Ain't that shit crazy? But it's not uncommon when it comes to him. Because we knew for a long damn time that something was up with Diddy. We knew that Diddy was a devil in disguise. We knew this. As someone of my generation, look at the statistics of every artist who has been on Bad Boy. Nobody ever really recognized the fact that nobody from Bad Boy is doing well in their lives. They're not. It's just, listen, everybody who has something to do with Diddy is dead now. They're gone. And if they're not dead, they done disappeared into thin air or they in prison. That's by design. Diddy been cutthroat. Been needing to pay the piper. It's the same thing with R.Kelly. Like, we knew for the longest that R.Kelly, that something was wrong with him. We knew for the longest that what he was doing was not right, even though men in the hood was doing it for years. Women in the hood were doing it for years. There's R.Kellys, just like there are R.Shellys in every black neighborhood across the country. We ignored it, still bumped the Chocolate Factory after we watched the damn video of him with that girl. And we never said anything else about it. He continued to make music. It wasn't until his music wasn't really thriving and selling like that the new allegations started coming out. The only thing is that we could sit here and make it seem like, okay, yeah, we know that what he was doing was wrong, but those girls was 18, 19 years old. But they were way older than the girls that he was messing around with the first time that he went to trial and got away with it. They made a whole documentary about this dude, exploiting him. He lost all his publishing. Black community, good. He deserved it. He got what he deserved. I don't care what nobody said. They threw that man away when they couldn't make no more money from him. Period. They took his publishing and they felt like they didn't need him no more. For what? All of R. Kelly's music now is whatever royalties are being paid is being paid to somebody else. He ain't getting that money. That's what they do with these artists. Once they feel like they don't need you no more, they throw you out. They can know that you've been like literally destroying your life and other people's lives. They don't give a damn. As long as you making them money, they gonna protect you. But when they don't need you no more, it's when they allow all of these allegations to come out to the surface because they don't need you anymore. Diddy been doing this. I'm not surprised about nothing that girl said. After holding on to these royalties and banking off of the backs of all the artists that worked for him for damn near 20 plus years, you want to hand over the money to them now. After you done already made your bread. People don't even really drink Ciroc like that no more. Ain't nobody buying Sean John wear. Let's be honest. The industry been knew about Diddy, but they ignored it and let it go because they wanted to continue to make money off of him. But now that they've already made all the money that they needed to make off of him, and they know that they can't make no money off of him with the music, ain't nobody on Bad Boy making no noise. None. He tried to do that music with Carisha or Young Miami. That shit was garbage. Nobody's bumping that right now. We could criticize Diddy for the things that he's done over the years. But we also can't go too far away from the fact that this is all structured and his protection is fading because the industry can no longer make money off of him. They don't need him no more. They got other stars that they could use. It's sad and it's unfortunate that it does really usually only happen to black entertainers. Perfect example. I don't know if you all know the story about Steven Tyler, but let me tell you something. Steven Tyler from Aerosmith,
Back in 1970, Steven Tyler, who is the lead singer of Aerosmith, convinced a 16-year-old girl's parents to sign guardianship over to him so that he could take his girlfriend with him on tour. But Steven Tyler was 25 at the time. So Julia Misley went with Steven Tyler, and now she is suing him. Steven Tyler's defense, which just came in after 3 months since the complaint has been filed, stated that his defense is that she consented and that as her guardian, he has immunity. And that is not the way it works. In California, the age of consent is 18. Guardians are not given immunity for actually assaulting their wards or the people that they're supposed to be guardians of and protecting. This case is wild that it has not settled. And it's my belief that it hasn't settled because Julia refuses to settle. She's going to go to court, hold him accountable.
See, back in the day, there used to be groupies, okay? They used to follow these rock stars. They used to be like 14, 15, 16. These rock stars were in like their 20s. Used to follow them, have sex with them, plaster their penises. Look up plaster casters. Nobody cared. They didn't get R.Kelly'd. So what makes it different now? What makes it different now is that those artists who did all of these horrendous things, they're like 60, 70, 80 years old. Nothing's going to happen to them. And even if something does happen to them, it's too late. They're still making money off of these artists. They're still out there touring. Rolling Stones is still out there touring. Aerosmith is still out there touring. Nobody wants to hear nothing that Diddy's talking about. All of the music that Diddy had from back in the day, even if he was to go on tour, he can't use the artists because the artists are either dead, in jail, or they just don't deal with the music industry anymore. So they can't make money off of him anymore. Everybody knows that you make money as an artist by being on tour. Do y'all see the plot? Do y'all see what's going on? Because I do. I didn't see it before, but now I'm starting to see, and I'm starting to notice that once they realize they can't make money off of you, they get rid of your ass. Facts. Happened to Whitney. They couldn't make money off of Whitney no more. So only thing they needed to do was get rid of her and make money and recoup off of all of the holiday albums, oldies, but goodies. They could take half of these artists out the way and create holograms for them now. They could literally take holograms of artists and make money off of the holograms. Ain't that some crazy shit? So, for the sake of copyrights, I am not about to play this music, but do y'all see this? Look what they done did to MJ. Music industry don't give no damn about Diddy. They don't care about Cassie, about her allegations. Has nothing to do with Me Too movement, none of that shit. We're the ones that's going to have the fake outrage about it, but they really don't care because at the end of the day, the only thing they're concerned about is money. And once they realize that you as an artist are no longer valuable to them as an asset to make money, we done protecting you. And that's what's happening right now. That's why it's important that you remain independent as an artist at this point. You could just get online and do your own thing. Do it. Make money that way. Don't sign to these labels. It's not worth it anymore. Most of these artists are not getting paid what you think they're getting paid. Most of these artists are broke. They could show up with a stack of money all day. That ain't their money. You don't even know if that money real. It's all an illusion. And I'm saying this because you know what? There's so many people out here who still want to push the narrative of being a rapper. And it ain't it, dog. It really ain't it. It's not. The rap industry is dying. It's dying. Right before our eyes. The culture is falling apart right before our eyes. And the messed up thing about it is so many people want to keep folks in a box and not even allow them to grow. Y'all dogged out Andre 3 Stacks' album so bad just because y'all wanted him to rap. That nigga 48 years old. What he gonna rap about? Taking vitamins? Seriously. I don't even want to take a time to even listen to the album because y'all not hearing him rap. But let's be honest, how long did y'all give Killer Mike y'all attention before y'all moved on to something else? Just saying. Y'all don't even have the attention span to sit down and be quiet. Diddy is doing nothing but suffering the same fate that most black artists, entertainers are suffering from. They're going through the same thing. It's no different than what happened to Prince. It's no different than what happened to Michael Jackson, R.Kelly, Bill Cosby. Now, they very well may be guilty of some of the crimes or the behaviors, but they've been doing it. Couldn't make no money off of them no more. The protection disappeared. Why do we need you, nigga? It's pretty much what they said. We already got what we needed from you. We don't need you anymore. I wanted to tap on this real quick because I really hope that somebody who either is an artist or someone who has children that are trying to get in this industry actually watch this. It ain't worth it. Make music, yes, but always have a backup plan. Backup plan was this. I might not be working for WGCI or I don't have anything like Breakfast Club, but at least I'm able to get on here and speak to you guys. At least I'm able to do something other than still trying to get out here and chase a dream for an industry that is falling apart. Ain't worth it. Do music because you love it, not for a paycheck. Okay? Listen, I'm out of here. Don't shoot the messenger. Only receive the message. If it's for you, receive it. If it's not, leave it. Listen, make sure you all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.